Welcome to the Overland Sea podcast. Today we are talking about the FA Cup fixture at home to Aston Villa this Friday evening. I know it's an FA Cup game, Andrew, but I'll just quickly give you some of the league stats that Villa are in, or have done, I should say. They're fourth in the league. They are on 43 points, 13 wins, 4 draws, 4 losses, and their last 5 results include a 0-0 draw with Everton. They beat Boro 1-0 in the FA Cup. They beat Burnley 3-2, lost to Man United 3-2, and drew to Sheffield United 1-1. With that, they do actually have a fair few key injuries at the moment with Buendia, Mings, Luca Digne, Pau Torres, Jacob Ramsey, and then Robin Olsen and Bertrand Traore all out. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just while we're on that subject, I haven't seen an updated injury list for Friday's game, as it is only Wednesday. However, I'm imagining we still have the same players that are out that were unavailable for the League Cup semi-final with Boro. So that is Chalobah, Gusto, Cucurella, Fofana, James, Lavia, Nkuku, Sanchez, and Ugochukwu, aka Big Les. So, your thoughts on
And
Aston
Jackson's
Villa?
at AFCON, I'm assuming.
Huh?
And Jackson's still at AFCON.
Yeah, he's not injured. He's not injured. He's not available, but he's not injured, so he's not on my list. Um, Aston Villa have had a pretty good season. They're fourth, as I said. Um, Tell me your thoughts about going into this game. Is it a worry? Do you think we're going to manage? How are you feeling?
It's a difficult one. I think it's one of those where I'm expecting them to try and take the game to us a little bit, which generally seems to give us more of a chance. I think they've got an incredibly underrated squad. They've got a very, very strong squad of players that probably don't get the plaudits that they deserve. I mean, the fact that Yuri Tielemans doesn't seem to start for them very often is is baffling to me because I think he's a great player, but you see John McGinn,
Douglas Luiz.
Douglas Luiz. They've got another CDM that's pretty good. I forget his name now. Something come to me. Maybe it's Camera. Um,
Yeah, they signed Diaby in the summer, who's done really well.
Leon Bailey's been playing well. Ollie
Yeah,
Watkins has shown himself to be one of the better strikers in the league again this season. Um, so they've got goals from various different positions, and they're solid sort of defensively. I always look at the centre backs and go, surely not. Like it just doesn't make sense, but it seems to work. Don't understand how Mings and Concert do that well. I mean, they've. I think Pau Torres is a very good player, but obviously he's injured.
So's Mings.
So it's Mings, but I think that strengthens them to be honest. But no, very good. Goalkeeper's exceptionally good as well. Part
World
of the
Cup
reason
winner.
Argentina won the World Cup. So yeah, I think it's not going to be an easy game. I think being at home and the fact that I think they will want to take the game to us a little bit gives us a chance. They do if they choose to be counter-attacking. They've got a lot of threats that are very quick. They can run us and cause us problems in Watkins, Diaby, and Bailey. So I'm hoping it's a semi-open game, but it's not a team that we can give a lot of chances. So we need to be quite solid at the back and make sure we're giving options when we're playing out from the back. We're giving a lot of options, and the passes are good
Chris.
passes, 2 feet, not giving people something to worry about and struggle because John McGinn is going to be right up their arse immediately. So yeah, it's a difficult one to guarantee a win, but I'm feeling slightly confident in this is the kind of game that we can get a result.
Yeah, I completely agree with their sentiments. I think they've done brilliantly, Aston Villa, over the last season and a half, since the new manager came in, replacing Steven Gerrard. Um, I mean, for me, I know we said it before, but for me, this game really does. First goal so important in this game because if Villa get this game, if Villa get the goal first, they will then sit back and they will then counter attack. So yeah, I think the first goal is so important because everything you've said is absolutely correct. They are a very well balanced squad. They do have some great players. They haven't had the accolades. I still think that they could potentially get Champions League football for next season. So yeah, fair play. What do we need to do differently than we've not done in these games? You've spoken about the crisp passing, which, well, my word was crisp, which I completely agree with, and offering players offer themselves more. Anything else?
I think it's generally just avoiding things that cause us downfall in terms of making individual mistakes at the back. Um, really, I think that's been what's caused us most bother. I think we're going to need to take our chances when we get them, which you've seen a slow improvement in that during the season, but hit and miss at times. Obviously, the Middlesbrough game, the first Middlesbrough game, I mean, we had a lot of chances and didn't score. So we do need to take our chances because I can only see 2 or 3 good chances that come along, and we need to take 2 of them probably to
Yeah, at least.
have
Yeah.
really any chance of winning the game. I can't see us keeping a clean sheet. I think they've just got too much about them, and we are liable to. We're not perfect at defending. I don't think we're that bad, but there will be a situation when we don't close the RB down well enough or Bailey, and they have the
Yeah.
ability to score a decent goal and one that you couldn't really complain too much about us doing anything badly. They just have enough ability to score a good goal against even good defending. Um, yeah, it is very cliched, normal things that we say every bloody week, but not making mistakes, not committing silly fouls, and taking our chances when we get them
Scoring the first goal.
is the key to every game, really.
Yeah. With that, should we go straight into the starting 11s?
Yeah, let's do it. You go first.
I go
I feel
first.
like I do it every bloody week.
You do, to be fair. You do. That is a fair shout. So it's being a bit slow today. Apologies. Petrovic in goal. I am going to put Chilwell on to start. And then I will have Colwill, Silva, and Dizazi. Then for the midfield, I'll go with Caicedo. Gonna go with Gallagher and Enzo. Actually, I'll put them the other way around. And I'm going to put Noni on the right, Sterling on the left. Where is he? There he is. And I'm going to put Cole Palmer up front. That is my 11. You thought it was going so well until I put in Noni. Like, wait, where's Cole Palmer? And then he's put Cole Palmer at top.
Well, I was wondering where Cole Palmer was. I thought you were going to do what I did last and just completely forget about him.
No. Do you know what? I won't lie. For a little
bit.
bit, I was like, hang on a minute, what am I doing? I was like, but then I was like, I knew I was going to do something different with the striker anyway. So, I mean, it might not be Cole Palmer as a striker. It could be Sterling or it could be Madueke. But that is the front three that I would play together. Palmer did a good job up top against Boro when Broya came off. So yeah, I just thought, you know what? Why not? Just put him up top straight away. Unless, I mean, there's an argument after what I said in the previous episode about Mudryk, but I actually think with the way that Noni came on and played. Sterling played, I think, the entire game. No, he came off a little bit because I think he came off for Gallagher. Where Palmer played, Gallagher didn't play. So until at the end, what, the last 15, 20 minutes. So yeah, I was like, do you know what? I think they all deserve to play, everyone there. So can't really put Mudryk in, and still not seeing enough from Broja. There's still so many talks and reports about him potentially leaving on loan for the next 6 months, and then West Ham have to buy him in the summer for like 35 mil. So I don't even know if he's going to be available for the game. Uh, but yeah, thoughts on my team?
I
Dare
mean,
I ask?
the only drawback of that team is I think you lose a bit of Cole Palmer in terms of you lose the creativity in him setting things up. But he's also proven to be our most clinical finisher, probably.
Well,
Noni
as
is also pretty clinical at times.
I do agree with that. That's why I said I wouldn't necessarily say he's going to be the out and out striker. Maybe they rotate to mix it up a
Yeah,
little bit, but I'm looking at it's more of a front three rather than having a one that's your striker. Like when you put Broja up front, you're going, well, that's the striker. He's not going to be going. He's not playing out wide. He's not going to switch with Sterling. Um, so yeah, but no, I do agree. If he was striker the whole game, you would lose something. You're absolutely right.
yeah. Unconventional, but yeah, I'm not upset with it. I do want Noni to get more minutes. I think he's impressed whenever he's played recently.
He's got better and better. I was
I think
very, very critical of him at the beginning of the season.
he's had his shooting boots on this season as well.
Well, he came on and scored a goal. It was a good goal. I think he had a couple of other chances as well.
Yeah, and he
So
scored a good one against Luton as well. So I think he's been taking his chances when he's got them, both scoring goals and also just sort of when he's on the pitch, he seems to be playing well. Yeah, I think if you're going to play like that, maybe you swap Connor and Enzo around a little bit, and then
yeah,
you end up with a
that's
sort of
what I
double
did
pivot.
originally. It's what I did originally. Yeah, I just wanted. I thought Enzo might get a bit more freedom if he
Just
played there, but
yeah, it's just defensively. I think
yeah, but Connor can
you
track
could
back.
leave yourself open with. I don't know why. In my head, it just feels a little bit more open or like more defensive and interchangey. And I think you need Enzo slightly further up to be that sort of creative spark a little bit.
No, that's a valid point. Actually, I do get what you're saying there. Yeah,
Because otherwise, I don't really see where it's coming from.
that's a fair shot. I will swap them around. Actually, now that you said it like that,
But outside of that, yeah, assuming
I
Gusto
should
is
have gone with my gut. I
good.
put Enzo there originally. I should have gone with my gut. You're right.
The other
Always
thing
trust
is,
your
I think
gut.
Carney Chukwuemeka impressed me when he came on.
Yeah, I mean, I spoke about him in the pre-game, and
mm,
I think he'll make another appearance to for the Aston Villa game. I don't think he'll start, but I think he'll come on and make another appearance. I think he'll probably come on for Enzo.
yeah, I wouldn't be upset with that. Yeah,
Just by the
be
by,
interesting to
I'll
see.
edit this bit out. You do know when we're in this type of screen and you're drinking, people can see you drinking, yeah?
It's fine.
All right. No, I'm just checking. That's all. I didn't
I'm
know
not
whether you
allowed
knew
to
or
drink
not.
now.
No, no, of course you are. I'm just saying. You know, you're advertising Heineken Zero. Just thought I.
Well, it's Heineken Zero. Like it's not even alcoholic.
No,
If
no, just
anything, I'll get people gonna have a word with me that I'm drinking non-alcoholic beers rather than alcoholic ones on the pod. But needs must.
there. Um, what would you do with your team?
I think it's difficult,
There's no
really.
way you're gonna like 100% agree with me.
No, I
I've
like.
agreed with you. You've never agreed with me.
I think
So
I didn't agree with you. I've shifted Gallagher.
yeah, that's a small shift. It's not
Uh,
as if you're taking a player on and off the starting 11. It was a small shift, and I agree with it.
I
And
think
that's
you're
what I
right. I
did
think all of those
originally, and I
players.
went back on my gut. So
I think all of those players do deserve to play. Obviously, if Gusto's fit, I think we'd both put him at right back.
oh, 100%, like 100%.
And you're right. Like, I'm not sure Cole Palmer's the right one to play further forward, but I'm not sure which one of them I would play further forwards. I think I think maybe it would be Noni, or they just sort of
Yeah.
occasionally drift wide and one of them drifts in. And I'm slightly scared that we don't end up with a focal point, but I think Enzo showed that he's willing to sort of get forward and occupy those areas more in the game against Middlesbrough than I've seen from him. So there could be times where almost Enzo's the one that sort of runs through the middle and acts as a striker while they sort of drift wide.
I
Yeah, I'm
think
not.
I think he keeps
I
Villa
think
guessing
Bro,
as well.
yeah, you're right. Has as much as I want a focal point there, Broja didn't really look in the game against Middlesbrough a
Nah.
lot of the time. So it's difficult to really say no, Nonny, you can't play because Broja needs to play because we need a focal point when Nonny looks more like scoring than Broja does.
Exactly. I just don't think he's done enough. I really don't think he's done enough.
Yeah, so I wouldn't change a lot really. I think we talk about it for ages, but I think those are the players that deserve to play that are fit, so
Yeah.
available. So I'm not against that formation really.
Marking that in my calendar. Delish.
To change Gallagher though, so you can't have a full.
I changed him back to where I had him originally, so
You bottled it. You bottled it and changed. You gut instinct changed it, and you bottled it with your final answer. So
disagree.
you're wrong.
Mate, you've met my girlfriend. I'm always wrong. I'm used to being wrong. I'm dating it. I'm in a relationship with a teacher. You're never right against a teacher. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just honestly, there are times where I'm like, when people ask like how things are going, I'm just like, shit, I'm gonna get a fucking parent teacher to a parent teacher conference when we go over for dinner with the parents. Right. Anyway, um, oh, cool. Anything else that you want to add to the Aston Villa FA Cup game?
You want to give my fucking score prediction?
Sorry, of course, I got sidetracked. What's your score prediction, Andrew?
I'm gonna have 3-1.
Wow, 3-1.
Yeah, I think we're gonna score a pen. I think
Palmer,
Nonny's gonna get one.
Palmer on the pen.
Palmer on the pen. I think Nonny's gonna get one, and he's gonna win the pen. And then I'm gonna give one to Connor because he needs to score one more than anything.
He really does, and he's come so close. To be fair to him, do you know what I like? I like the sound of 3-1. I'm gonna hedge my bet to 2-1. I'm gonna hedge my bet to 2-1. And I'm going to go with, I want to give it to Connor, but I just don't want to put the pressure on him and jinx him. So I'm going to give it to Enzo and I'm going to give it to Noni. There you go. And I'm going to give their goal to Ollie Watkins.
I'm gonna go Leon Bailey. I don't know why.
No, that's a fair shout. That's a fair shout. Right. And with that, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for the post-game analysis. And as always, please like, share, subscribe, comment, follow, hit that notification button. And thank you all for watching.